with a paid endorsement, but with his own company, the Trump Network. We want to give you a lot of information today about why Donald decided to do this, what the product line is all about, how the compensation structure works, and finally how you can maximize your time in this pre-launch environment. So with that in mind, I'm going to give a little bit of a prediction right now. I'm going to predict that the Trump Network becomes the largest network marketing company in history. Now, I know you've always heard that ours is the biggest or the best or the brightest or whatever, but I've actually got a little bit of a historical perspective that I bring to the table that gives me that prediction. And that is, it's my 30th year in network marketing this year. 25 of those years have been full-time. I spent over a decade publishing the Industry Trade Journal, a 64-page full-color monthly magazine published in all 50 states and 13 foreign countries, published a couple of books on the subject, and appeared on numerous radio and television talk shows as an advocate for the entire industry. Also built sales organizations into the tens of thousands. And it is with that background that I make that prediction that this will become the largest network marketing company in history. So welcome to the pre-launch of the Trump Network. As Donald says on the left here, it's time for all of us to diversify our assets and take back the American dream. And so why is it that Donald decided to move full force into the network marketing arena? Well, actually, it started a couple years ago when he was invited to be a guest speaker at a national conference for ACN, a telecommunications network marketing company. He accepted the invitation. It was at Madison Square Garden, so it was an easy 15-minute limo ride from Trump Towers down to Madison Square Gardens, where he took the stage and addressed the crowd of 17,000 agents. He left the stage and received a check for the agreed-upon amount of $1 million. He didn't think much of it and went back to Trump headquarters to continue to run his worldwide multi-billion-dollar empire. And a lot of people think that it's a New York real estate empire, and maybe add the Apprentice show on there, but it's much more than that. For those of you in Las Vegas, you can recognize this. Here is the Trump Towers on the north part of the famous Las Vegas Strip. You see, he's got a worldwide chain of international hotels, not only in Las Vegas, but the one under construction right now is pictured here in Dubai. And so hotels are now popping up in Chicago, Las Vegas, New York, Fort Lauderdale, Soho, Waikiki, Toronto, Scotland, Dubai, and the list goes on, a worldwide class act hotel collection. And throw into to the mix about a dozen golf courses and country clubs. He's also the author of 8 best-selling books. The latest one, he was on Larry King Live and The View just recently. Donald J. Trump, Think Like a Champion. And he's also a television producer with best-selling shows like The Apprentice and Celebrity Apprentice. He owns the Miss America pageant. It truly is a worldwide brand that transcends many different industries. The name Trump means business worldwide. And so he went back to running his organization, and he was called up the next year to come back and be a speaker again at the next ACN conference. He said, why would they want me to speak again? I mean, I've already delivered what I needed to say to those folks. And they said, Donald, you don't understand. You actually rallied the troops. Our sales went through the roof as a result of you appearing at our convention. And so he accepted the invitation again down Fifth Avenue into Madison Square Garden, this time in front of 22,000 distributors and for a larger agreed-upon speaking fee. But this time, as he went back to Trump Tower, it was with a different mindset. He went back, called the executives of the Trump organization and said, you know, there's a lot more to this network marketing industry than meets the eye, and what we need to do is we need to take an aggressive stance inside the industry. So he formed a committee to determine whether they should start their own network marketing company from scratch, or should they take over an existing company and rebrand it as the Trump Network. Well, it wasn't long before they ran across a relatively small company in the Boston area by the name of Ideal Health, run by these 3 individuals, Todd and Scott Stanwood, and their longtime business associate Lou DiCaprio, who were the #1 Nu Skin distributors back in the 90s in the New England area. When they decided to start a nutritional company 12 years ago, one size does not fit all, and so they formed a strategic alliance with Metametrics, the premier laboratory in the United States outside of the Atlanta area, and their chief clinician, and developed a urinalysis test that would determine what would be the nutritional regimen an individual should be on. Because, you see, you are different than I am. I'm different than my wife. We all have different environments, different lifestyles, different needs. And so they developed a customized nutritional regimen. That program and those products were sold mostly through doctors and chiropractic offices in a network marketing environment for the last 12 years. Well, when Donald heard about this and researched the science behind the program, he called those three individuals into Trump Tower, and that started 10 months worth of negotiation, which ended up with this historical signing. As you see here, those three executives with Donald Trump in the top of Trump Towers overlooking Central Park, and that signed into business the Trump Network. So welcome to the historical pre-launch of this ground floor opportunity. The actual full launch of this company will be on June. Pre-launch will be in Atlanta, Georgia at the Marriott downtown on June 12th, 13th, and 14th. Full launch officially later this year in November in Miami, with expected 25,000 people to be in the seats. So let's take a little time here and look at the product line, the compensation structure, and then how best you can position yourself in this pre-launch environment.